Welcome to the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast with Vicki Nedling. You are about to discover impactful lessons that help you grow as an individual, grow your confidence, and find the positive and good within you, so you powerfully and authentically become the best version of yourself. Be sure you visit our website at www.findyourleadershipconfidence.com. While you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now tune in, get ready, and enjoy the journey of emerging as a leader of exception in the 21st century.
Welcome everyone to the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast. I'm your host, Vicki Nedling, coming to you as always from Roswell, Georgia. Today, my guest is Atiba De Souza, and he is just one more guest that has great information that will be able to take your business to the next level. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He has, for 25 years, ran an exclusive agency that got regional and national brands ranked on page 1 of Google. They were doing search engine optimization, SEO, before the term even was invented. But one day, Atiba realized that his agency was not growing because he was not applying his process, his system. So, like the story of the cobbler's kids who went shoeless, that was his agency. Then he met Kasim Aslam, and he owns the #1 rated Google Ads agency in the US. And he saw how Atiba was getting his clients ranked, and Atiba showed him exactly what he was doing. And Kasim was blown away. He told Atiba that nobody is doing this, and you've got stuff that people need to hear. And with that, Atiba realized, oh crap, I do. Please welcome Atiba De Souza.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you and share today.
Awesome. Yes, this is it's kind of like, that Pandora box. People are afraid to open it, and then when they do, they don't know what to do with what they've got. So I was very anxious to have you on. We start with an easy question. What part of the country are you from?
I am in the Washington, D.C. area. Been here for over 30 years.
Oh my goodness, yes. Mm-hmm. So I'm originally a Pittsburgh girl, and I have a brother who lives in the D.C. Fredericksburg area, actually.
Ah, okay.
But he works in D.C.
And there's a restaurant that I got to go back to Pittsburgh to go to that everyone goes to, Sandwich Shop. I can't remember the name of it now. But
Permani's.
Yes.
Permani's, where they throw fries and everything else in it. Yes, you do. If you go to Pittsburgh, you do need to go there. And also near the stadium, you should check out Bettis's place, which has got some great home cooking.
Write that down.
Yes.
All right.
So why is video marketing so important? And I promote video marketing, so I'm so happy to have this question. Why is it so important, Atiba?
Well, the biggest reason why it's so important is because coming out of the pandemic, we're in a world where the world has decided they would rather consume content in video than written form. We voted across the globe during the pandemic, and we saw video sites skyrocket their usage rates during the pandemic because we didn't want to read anymore. And it hasn't changed. And so if you're going to reach your ideal customer, you've got to reach them where they are, and where they are is watching videos.
Yeah, it's like scroll by the written. Oh, wait, what are they doing? What are they saying?
Yep.
I checked out a couple of your TikToks, and I love that one of them is to remind people that you have to put in the words, because people are looking at these videos in the doctor's office, in the airport, or whatever, and as soon as the sound comes on, you scroll by it. But if you silence everything then and can read, you still have to read, people.
Yeah. Yes.
So what's the difference between organic video marketing and just plain old video marketing?
Well, it's a very good question. And I'm going to throw another term in there.
Mhm.
Okay. So organic video versus paid video marketing.
Very good.
That's where the distinction really starts to happen. Okay. So paid is
Mhm.
exactly that. You've created a video and you're paying to place it somewhere,
Yeah.
whatever network that may be, Facebook, YouTube, and you're saying to that network, hey, I want you to find these types of customers, these types of people, and put the video in front of them. And when they view it, I'm going to pay you. That's paid.
Mhm.
Organic, on the other hand, says, hey, I'm going to create content that those same group of people that we were just talking about, that they want to consume. And now I am going to take that content and put it on the network, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, LinkedIn,
Mhm.
and let their algorithm figure out how to put it in front of people, but I don't pay for that.
Yeah.
And that's the organic side.
Very good. So the basic question that people are needing to know is, how do I get started with video?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a really, really big question. Okay.
Mhm.
And so number one, we're going to talk about getting started with organic video today. Okay. And I'm looking for, where did I put my phone? Here's my phone. So
You're sitting on it.
yes, I was sitting on it. So here's how you get started. It's very, very simple. It's very simple. You're in business. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen watching, you're in business. I know you're in
Yeah.
business.
Yes.
And the beauty of being in business is you have customers. And when you have customers, those customers have asked you questions before. I know that's true. Okay.
Mhm.
I know that's true. Guess what? They also go to Google and ask questions as well
Mhm.
about your business and your industry. So here's what I want you to do. Step one is I want you to think about 2 to 3 words that define your business or your industry. And I
Mhm.
want you to go to Google. Step two, type in those 2 to 3 words and hit enter. You got to hit enter. If you don't hit enter, this won't work. Okay? Because you got to hit enter. After you hit enter, you're going to get a set of results up. And those results are, at first, you may get some paid ads, right? That we were just talking about.
Mhm.
Then you may get some location ads. But then Google has this section called People Also Asked.
Yeah.
And that's a section of questions that real people have actually typed into Google about your business, your service, your
Mhm.
industry. And those are questions that people want answered.
Yeah.
So look at those questions, find ones that you think you should answer. Then I want you to pull out this thing that I couldn't find just now, that trusty, dusty phone. I know you got one. We all got one.
Mhm.
Pull out that phone. On your phone, okay? On your phone, you have an app, and it's usually red, and it has like a white thing in the middle, and it's called the camera,
Camera.
okay? I want you to, that's right, like, the camera. I want you to press the camera app. In
Mhm.
here, you have some options, and one of them is video. Choose the video
Yeah.
option, put it in front of yourself, and make sure that you can see yourself. Oh, I look good today. Thank you very much, Atiba.
Mhm.
Oh, yes. Okay. Now you're going to put it in front of yourself. Now, as you're looking at it, there is a usually circular white button with red in the middle. You're going to press that button. It's going to start the video camera recording. And when it does, you're going to say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and today I'm going to answer whatever question
Yeah.
you found on Google, and then answer the question. When you're done, press the white button again. Now, Vicki, all this is great, and people say, okay, I can do that. But the next part, this next moment is the most critical and crucial.
What is that?
After you've done, you press that button, you want to go to your all apps. I don't care if you're on Android, iPhone, or even a Windows phone. You want to go to your all apps, and there's this little app, and it's called YouTube.
Mhm.
YouTube. Press on that app. Then on the YouTube app, at the bottom middle, is a circle with a plus sign. You're going to click on the circle with a plus sign. And the second option in the list that pops up is upload a video. You're going to click upload a video. It will show you the video you just recorded. You will select that. It will ask you for a title. The title is the question that you answered, exactly as you answered it, and then you're done. Welcome to video marketing, my friends.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
You're not going to go into the Instagram or Facebook fun. Not today. That's
Not
another
today.
podcast.
Not today. That gets you started.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the key. The key is you have to start.
That's exactly right.
Millions of things that you can do and options. Yes. Yes. But none of them matter unless you start.
And if you have trouble with that, that's when you come to me.
That's right.
So whenever you get in this situation and you have to talk on the video, how long should you talk?
Oh, fantastic question. Fantastic. And it's a great one. And here's the answer. Long enough to answer the question that you're answering and not a moment longer. Okay? No filler, no fluff. There is no ideal time limit. One of the beauties of Google/YouTube, because Google does it on YouTube, one of the beauties is they know how long it takes to answer a question. And so if they think that the question should take 6 to 8 minutes to answer, and you answered in 45 seconds, they know your video is not quality. If they know it's 6 to 8 and you take 20 minutes, they know it's not quality. Okay, so answer it thoroughly in the least amount of time possible.
Very good. So what type of team do you need to have to produce a video that's quality?
Okay, it's a great question. So number one, there are two sides to this, because there's team and there's also equipment. Okay, there's team and equipment. So now let's look at that for a moment. All right, equipment, until you get to, I'd say, video 50, your phone is all you need. You don't need more than your phone. Okay?
Best camera ever.
That's it. All right. This is all you need until you get to, when you get past 50 videos, maybe you want to upgrade a little bit, and that's fine, but get the muscle. So that's number one. Number two, now we're talking about team. Now we're talking about team. What I would strongly suggest is that you find a video editor. Okay. Find someone who can take your video and polish it up, clean it up. Now, how are they going to do that? Tools. They're going to have tools, and tools help speed up that process, because people say, oh my gosh, video editors, they take so long and they're so expensive. Yeah, guess what? I've got 7 of them. Okay, 7. And all my video editors use a tool called Descript. And they use a tool called Descript because I've found that they can produce videos faster than any other tool using Descript. Okay, so it's one of my requirements. You're going to work for me, you're going to use Descript. There it is. Okay.
Time is money.
That's right. That's where I would start. Okay, video editor is super important. After that, you can consider getting yourself a copywriter to actually start to work on the description of your video, right? But you can wait for that for quite some time. Okay, you can wait for that. Now, thumbnails are another thing. I would get a freelancer to help you with thumbnails. Sometimes even your video editor, depending if they do graphics, can help you with thumbnails.
Yeah, somebody was just telling me the other day that YouTube has an app, an AI app that helps you convert to thumbnails. I'll have to look at my notes and I'll add that to the show notes. If I can,
please do, because I'm actually not aware of that.
Yeah. And so how does video build thought leaders or thought leadership, and why is that important for any business?
Yeah, that's man, you've got some good questions today. I'm loving this. So let me take you all the way back to 2011. So 12 years ago, Google wrote, we'll call it a paper because it was online, so it wasn't actually a paper, but they wrote a paper, and it was called the 0 moment of truth marketing. Okay. Moment of truth marketing has existed since the 50s. But Google in 2011 said, in 2011, y'all hear me, 2011 said, listen, people want to be educated before they ever contact you about a sale.
Yeah.
They've got more questions and they want to learn. This was in 2011. Okay. Marcus Sheridan, I think in 2017 it was, said people at this point in 2017 want to be subject matter experts before they contact a salesperson. Now, if that's the case, that means they want to be educated. They want to learn. Where are they going to get that information from is the question. And you say, well, they can get it anywhere online. Yes, but they need to get it from you. And here's why. There's a study called a law called the Milgram's Law. Okay. And Milgram said that it was a study that was done many, many years ago and said that people will blindly follow the first person that educates them on a topic 90% of the time. Just think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
If you're the one educating your ideal customer, they will blindly follow you. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
That's why thought leadership is so important. That's
Very
what it does
good.
for you.
Very good. So it's time now for rapid fire. So these, I have, I guess, 4 or 5 questions.
Okay.
So do you need to create a new YouTube video in order to rank and generate traffic? So is there a number of them? Can you repurpose videos?
Yes, you can
how
repurpose.
Does that, so how does that affect the rank and getting the most traffic to you?
Yeah, so you can do a lot with SEO on your original video, and then you can take that original video and do what we call splintering, not repurposing. I hate that term. Splintering, because it's an intelligent process of doing it in a way that it will rank. And we've done this where we've taken one original video, splintered it out, and then got 6 or 7 videos in total ranking on a topic.
So when you go to, you post or publish your YouTube, and in that menu it has clip, is that where you do your, or do you just have your editor do that? Or
it's a great question. Yeah. So number one, YouTube created that because they want you to do it in platform. We don't, fair point, we don't, and I'll tell you why. But YouTube wants you to do it in platform because they created shorts to grab someone's attention and then have the short drive to the long form. So when you do it in platform, YouTube actually builds it in that the short has a button at the bottom that they can just go straight and watch your long form video from there. Now, that's all well and good. And the challenge that it creates is, if I know that my clip is exactly these 19 seconds, perfect. But what if my clip is 10 seconds from here, 4 seconds from there? You can't, it's no longer helpful. What if I want transitions between my clips? No longer helpful. What if I want to add some additional style elements? No longer helpful.
But it is a starting point.
It is. And it isn't. They created it because that's their goal. Their goal is to have shorts drive traffic to long form. So what we do is, when we do create a short that's a clip from a long form, is we will put the link to the long form in the description of the shorts.
Ah, very good. So what has been your journey in owning this agency thus far? You know, it's always an interesting story, I find.
Yeah. And my journey has been one that has, I mean, it's been good, it's been bad, it's been ugly, it's been all over the place, right? We started way back in 1996, and we've gone through ebbs and flows and differences since then. You know, working with small businesses, then we went and solely did government subcontracting for a number of years. I mean, we're in Washington, D.C., go figure, right? Did a lot of federal government work. We got burnt out on federal government work because,
easy to do.
Yeah, right?
Been there, done that.
Yes. And then spend a lot of time in working with helping small businesses. then we did that for a bunch of years, and the world from 2015 to 2019 started to change for SEO, right? And we were doing hardcore written SEO in those days. And it was because we had figured out what Google meant by create valuable content, and we were doing that in spades, and it was ranking. But by about 2015, 2016, a bunch of people had also figured it out. And it became harder and harder and harder to rank. And honestly, by 2019, and this is where the Kasim story started to come in, 2019, I was burnt out. And at the end of 2019, I actually said to my wife, I'm done. We went on vacation February 2020, and I said, I think this is going to be it. I had to find a way out. And then COVID happened. And when COVID happened, it was like, well, there's a sign.
Yeah.
Right. And things really started to fall apart when COVID happened, because unfortunately, what the first thing that people cut is marketing. And if you're listening to me right now, please understand the last thing that you should cut is marketing when times are tough.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
My clients who did not cut marketing and stayed with us through all the way through COVID, they are dominating their industries right now. Okay, because they kept marketing in the midst of the pandemic. Anyway, and so that's where that story from the bio kind of picks up with Kasim of I was just in a place where, and actually I met Kasim because I was trying to get him to coach my wife, and he was like, dude, you gotta go. And that kind of started a resurgence for our company. And at that same time was realizing that we could do what we've been doing for written content with video content very easily. And that started to switch into the video first, and realizing what was going on with the pandemic and that the timing was just perfectly right for it.
Yeah.
And so that got us to here.
Yeah, for sure. So is SEO only about Google search, or how else is that used?
So SEO is everywhere.
Yes.
It's okay. I know what you meant.
I
know what you meant.
Corporate on the brain, evidently. Yes.
I know
SEO.
exactly what you meant. SEO is everywhere. Every network has SEO of some sort, whether they let you leverage it or not. Okay. And we're in a place right now where, look, TikTok decided that they just wanted to become a search engine in 2022. Yeah, they wanted to go from being an entertainment platform to a search platform, and they started touting all about SEO as well. Okay, it's been here for a long time, and it's about getting content in front of eyeballs. It is on every platform out there.
Well, it is time now for us to share my screen so that you all that are listening can get your paper and pencil so you can write down the contact information for Atiba. So we have clientattractionpros.com for the website. Again, that's clientattractionpros.com. On LinkedIn, you can search by his name, Atiba De Souza, as well as Instagram and YouTube. On TikTok, he is at the Atiba De Souza. And I'll let him talk to you about the free guides and SOPs that he has.
Yeah, so if you're ready, and I pray that you are, or even if you started and struggled and you're wondering, what the heck am I doing wrong on YouTube or in video marketing? Well, I've got some free stuff on the website under the resources tab that you can go up there and get, which will be absolutely wonderful for you it's exactly how we work with our clients. These are the processes that we follow with our clients. That's what we have for you.
Awesome. All right. So if you haven't got that screenshot, go ahead and do that now, and make sure that you all do go to clientattractionpros.com. I will have all this information in my show notes on YouTube as well as my website, but just in case, go ahead and get that screenshot. Well, it has been wonderful talking to you. I'm sure I could probably spend a whole lot longer chatting with you, so you'll have to come back again and we can talk some more. But this is great. And again, as I said, this is information that any business needs, And
Yeah.
especially now, that's why I spend time, I help people overcome their fear of public speaking, but you need to get on video, people. And so I hope that people take heed to that. So as always, I remind folks that life is a journey and it is up to you to enjoy the ride. This is Vicki Nettling signing off.
Thank you for tuning into the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast with Vicki Nettling, where we share impactful lessons that help you grow as an individual, grow your confidence, and find the positive and good within you so you powerfully and authentically become the best version of yourself. Remember to visit our website at www.findyourleadershipconfidence.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Find Your Leadership Confidence podcast.